बंगाल चुनावों को लेकर चुनाव आयोग की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में
with DMs, police commissioners, SPs, divisional commissioners and IGs. It was one of the longest meetings we had in the recent times because they all had a lot to contribute by way of giving us feedback and to reply to our queries. Today morning, we started our day by meeting the 3 disability icons of West Bengal, and it was a memorable meeting in the sense that one could sense the way they have tried to triumph over their circumstances and still maintain their peace, equanimity, harmony, and are in fact trying to help the Commission. After that, we had a meeting with Chief Secretary, Principal Secretary Home, DGP, and all their senior officers. And as has been the tradition of the Commission, now we are in front of you, the 4th estate of the country, who are as important an adjunct of the Commission and always helpful in the electoral process. All these 3 people whom we met in the morning, they are the icons for the Election Commission of West Bengal, stated icons, and they have been participating in a number of ways. So press is the last court of our kind of last stop before we leave for Delhi. The term of the State Assembly in West Bengal is due to expire on 30th May 2021. Election Commission of India is committed to conduct forthcoming assembly elections in the state in free, fair, ethical and safe manner while endeavoring to ensure higher voter participation amidst peaceful, harmonious atmosphere. And in case the voter participation in West Bengal has been very high, in 2016 it was 82.80. In 2014 Parliament it was 82.20. In 2019 it was 81.69. And the election was held in 2016 in 6 phases. Actually, one phase was split into 2 phases, A and B, so effectively 7 phases. And the Lok Sabha elections, as you are aware, was held in 7 phases. As per the special summary revision, in 2019, the additions were 3.04%, deletions were 0.52%. In 2020, additions were 3.45%, deletion was 0.42%. In 2021, additions have been 2.84% and deletions 0.84%. I would request our CEO to kindly make sure that all of you get this statement, which is a district-wise breakup in West Bengal of the current revision of electoral rolls. As I told you, we had almost 2-hour interaction with the political parties. I'll give you some of the highlights of that meeting. Most political parties showed concerns of law and order situation. They spoke of high voltage electioneering, which can become violent and threaten to vitiate the electoral process. We are just paraphrasing what they said. I am repeating, we are just paraphrasing what they said. They also talked about provocative slogans, a communally charged atmosphere, etc., etc. They also wanted optimal deployment of CAPFs to be ensured. They also desired that videography, webcasting be done at polling stations so that voters are assured of safe voting area. Representatives specifically mentioned that liquor or even food inducements, packet inducements be curtailed in poverty-ridden tribal areas. Some political parties cited the concern about anomalies in electoral roll, etc. They drew the attention of the Commission on the vital role of central observers. Here I would like to tell you that it has been a settled policy of the Commission not to send the observers who belong to the same state or who have worked here in the past in any capacity, even on deputation. So they are all, and this is all over India. In addition, in the last parliamentary election, we had to send special observers to West Bengal and Tripura due to some local issues. We had sent one special observer for law and order and one special observer, general special observer. Both of them, the two sent to Tripura and the two sent to West Bengal, they all extremely experienced, very dedicated, with formidable reputation for integrity. And they did a very good job. This time, as it is within the Commission, we had a discussion and we are going to do, our officer already doing more detailed profiling of observers to ensure that the observers are really, they can discharge their duties as expected from them. We are also very clear that on the day we announce the elections in West Bengal, or for that matter in Assam, or for that matter in Tamil Nadu, it all be announced together. We will send expenditure observers as law and order observers, special law and order observers, and special general observers as per the assessment made by a commission of various states. And we will also make sure this time, although these are standard instructions, but we'll make very sure that we share with you in the press as to when the district observers will be available to meet anybody with a grievance, including any feedback if press wants to give one-to-one directly, which circuit house or which place they will be available. It will be a public place, and we will also publish their mobile numbers in the local press. That all shall be duly ensured. In fact, you see, our system is that first we have a senior officer of the rank of Joint Secretary and above in the Commission who looks after various states. West Bengal is looked after by Sudeep Jain. He is in charge of West Bengal and Kerala. He is also in charge of EVMs throughout the country. He has visited West Bengal twice in the last 1 month. And after our observers go, similarly another person went to Assam. After our observers, our officers give us feedback, then the commission comes. So he has visited twice. Commission heard him at length about various issues, and that is why now his visit has been succeeded. His visit preceded our visit. Also, tomorrow, that is Saturday, we have now done 2 visits. We started with Assam, and today West Bengal visit will be finished. So tomorrow at 4:30, we have kept a meeting in the Election Commission of India to